For Crystal Palace, the Dutch football legend lasted just 77 days. It could have been a lot less, with UK press detailing the culture clash and breakdown in relationships that led to the 47-year-old becoming the fastest ever Premier League manager casualty. Having taken charge of just 4 league games, losing all without scoring a goal, De Boer oversaw the worst start to a top-flight English league season since 1924. Round 5 on Monday, he was relieved of his duties with former England boss Roy Hodgson to be confirmed on a 2-year deal inside 24 hours. The BBC reports De Boer was lucky to last as long as he did, having considered sacking the 4-time championship-winning Ajax boss 2 weeks ago. De Boer met with Palace chairman Steve Parish and sporting director Dougie Freedman on Monday the 28th of August, revealed David Ornstein. Hodgson was approached soon after and negotiations began. Parish and Freedman left the meeting very underwhelmed and with no confidence that the Dutchman was the right man to turn Palace's fortunes around. Parish, who appointed De Boer in June, had called for an evolution of the club over a period of time. 2 months later, explains the BBC's Phil McNulty, Dougie Freedman was appointed as sporting director, a clear clash in philosophies about how the game should be played. Again, you hire an Ajax-bred coach, given him a Sam Allardyce squad and ask for good football, then sack him after 4 games. Unbelievable. Ryan Baldy at Ryan Baldiff, September 11, 2017. Crystal Palace hire Frank De Boer because they need an evolution over a period of time. Crystal Palace fire Frank De Boer after 4 games. Melissa Reddy at Melissa Reddy _ September 11, 2017. How could the Palace board possibly think that 77 days 4 games was sufficient time for Frank De Boer to instill his tactics into a new team? https://t.cop1jr8 as Noruddin at Bearded Genius, September 11, 2017. McNulty continued. Palace's players were struggling with a new, more measured passing style the manager was demanding, and it is already emerging that Palace's owners were receiving poor feedback on sessions and atmosphere on the training ground. The Sun's Neil Ashton went further, delving into the disastrous spell at Selhurst Park, accusing De Boer of arrogance and suggesting he demonstrated a lack of empathy towards his players. De Boer has been a disaster for Palace, he wrote. Ashton added he has shattered the confidence of some honest Palace players, Martin Kelly and Joel Ward among them, because of his failure to show any empathy. De Boer would pick balls out of the sky, swivel on the spot and then ping one into the top corner in front of the Palace squad. It was unnecessary and smacked of arrogance. Crystal Palace's Dutch manager Frank De Boer. Source AFP. The relationship with Kelly and Ward became strained when De Boer told the former Liverpool player he wasn't good enough to play for Palace and sat Ward out of a training game to watch and learn how to play wing-back, be playing with wing-backs. In a 343, De Boer had veered away from his summer pledge to instigate evolution, not revolution, wrote The Guardian's Dominic Fifield. He added the board deemed some of De Boer's tactical decisions naive and inappropriate for the squad he had inherited. The owners were dismayed, too, by an apparent lack of clarity to training and questioned team selection, with the manager, critically, struggling to provide a clear plan as to how to arrest the team's slump. Steve Parish, chairman of Crystal Palace. Source Getty Images. The Daily Mail's Sammy Mokbel also wrote sources from inside Palace described De Boer as difficult to get along with and a bit of a weirdo. Relationships with Damien Delaney were almost so strained, with the club veteran a powerful figure in the Palace dressing room. For De Boer, it is claimed he was unhappy about the club's failure in the transfer market, including only signing Mamadou Sakho on deadline day, while pre-season arrangements weren't to his liking. Ironically, chairman Steve Parish had tweeted for fans to stick together. Just 15 hours later, De Boer was sacked. Frank De Boer lasted just 85 days at Inter Milan. Source AFP. The news, as it filtered through, didn't surprise Manchester United boss Jose Mourinho. I was sacked by Chelsea as a champion. Former Leicester manager Claudio Ranieri was sacked as a champion, said Mourinho. Frank De Boer is sacked after 4 matches and next season something incredible again, so nothing surprises me. That's the world where we are, that's the world where many of you enjoy and also contribute to the kind of pressure that managers are involved, but in football nothing surprises me. Nothing surprises me.